Hi everyone and welcome to today's episode of the SFTG podcast. It's episode 140. I'm here every so often to talk about the good and the great in the world of geek. And by the way, my name is Hubert A. Shorter. So let's get on with it. The Cyberpunk 2077 news broadcast Night City Wire has been delayed till June the 25th. Originally scheduled for June the 11th, developer CD Projekt Red explained that the move was due to the current protests and outcry following the death of George Floyd. More important discussions are happening right now, reads the statement, and we want them to be heard. We wholeheartedly stand against racism, intolerance, and violence. Black Lives Matter. So yes, this is another big developer deciding to hold off on their announcements following the upheaval in the United States. Google Stadia overpromised what it could do at launch and suffered for it, according to the head of Rockstar and 2K's parent company. Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick spoke about the early struggles of Google's game streaming service during a talk at the Bernstein Annual Strategic Decisions Conference. That's a mouthful, by the way, as reported by GameStop. While Zelnick says streaming technology is upon us, he noted that the Stadia's launch has been slow. I think there was some overpromising on what the technology could deliver and some consumer disappointment as a result. Well, that's actually an understatement. I don't know if there are 2 or 3 people using Google Stadia right now. There was a lot of stuff out there right at the beginning, a lot of talk about the things that you'd be able to do, 4K streaming of a game on your own PC, which just didn't happen, and a few other things. There's been a lot of talk about all the problems that Google Stadia had and continues to have, actually. However, one point is true. Game streaming is here to stay. It's really just a case of the technology getting better, certainly getting to a point where it works properly. And unfortunately, Stadia isn't there yet. That's just the way it is. Last year, the BBC announced it was working on its own voice assistant called Beeb, designed to help customers take advantage of voice assistant technology regardless of their accent. Existing assistants still have issues understanding accents, and nowhere is this truer than here in the UK, which has a broad range of accents despite a small geographic area. Now, early versions of the software will be available to UK-based members of the Microsoft Windows Insider program. If you've got that, you can download it from the Microsoft Store. Now, it's leveraging Microsoft's own Azure AI to make it that much more responsive, which I think is a good thing, obviously. But there are some people who just take this thing as a massive joke. Look, voice assistants are all the rage now, and going forward, they're going to be the new normal. So we just need to get used to it. I think it's a great idea, and I can't wait to give it a try. And that's our stories for this particular episode. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can email us at sftgpodcast@gmail.com. You can download the episode through Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and just about any podcast catcher that's out there. You can follow us on Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, and Instagram. Yes, you can. My name is Hubert A. Shorter, and I'll see you next time.